Hello to my Pisces. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Happy Sunday, Pisces. Happy Sunday. The moon is in your sign, Pisces. So if you've been feeling, super emotional about things to a point where, wow, just emotions are all over the place. The source really wants you to really be gentle with yourself. Really, just be gentle with yourselves and start thinking about moving forward. You know what your purpose is, or at least you prayed about it and asked source, what's my purpose? Why am I here on this planet Earth? What are my assignments to help make people help do my part to make people's lives better, right? Make your life and make other people's lives better. Are you a singer, a dancer, a songwriter? Do you feel like you're a healer and those are ways that you can get that healing energy across? Whatever it is, etc. Creativity. How can you add joy to people's lives? But how can you add joy to your life, right? And so when that moon is in Aquarius and you ask yourself, what is stopping me from living my ideal life? Because it's not anything outside of yourself. Even if it's something past that happened, you can get therapy for that, right? If that's for something you believe in. If you believe in alternative sources, it could be listening to chakra cleansing music, drinking more water, going swimming, flushing all of those things out, cleansing by water since you're a water sign. Talking to you if you have Pisces anywhere in your birth chart, not just your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but anywhere in your birth chart, Pisces. Let's go. Let's see what your cards have to say. The energy has already been cleared, Pisces. This is your reading for Sunday. This is your reading for Sunday, January the 14th through February the 14th. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. First card out of the deck is the Hierophant card. So somebody is definitely feeling free. Somebody is feeling like they can move on from some things. Knight of Swords. Here we have the Queen of Swords. Here we have the King of Swords. Here we also have the Two of Swords, the Temperance card, and the Lovers card. Wow, this Lovers card is coming out a lot for people's readings. Like what? Some kind of partnership in love and or in business is coming across your life. And so source is saying, balance things out. You know what your purpose is. Don't jump ahead of yourselves, right? We have the Knight of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the King of Swords, and also the Two of Swords, right? We know that when we see the number 2, when we talked about the countdown videos leading up to it. So if they're adding to your power and adding to your intellect, that's going to be really important for somebody, right? Energies that are not trying to belittle you. Source is bringing that into your life in business and or in love. So if you feel like, okay, you're not as smart in some areas, or you feel like you need maybe some help with just, getting your thoughts together, that's what the types of energies that source is sending across your path, so that you don't feel like somebody's being condescending or belittling in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Yep. And so now that, like I said, now that you know what your purpose is, on the planet, that's very important to know what your purpose is. I definitely feel somebody feels free. Somebody feels more versatile. But that's going to be important for you. For people are not to be talking in a way that's, now that you're action oriented, focusing on your purpose, Pisces, and you're learning how to balance things out and seeing things from a higher frequency, knowing how intelligent you are, how powerful you are. You only want to align yourself with other energies like that. That's actually sharpening you intellectually, right? Here we also have the Empress card, the Emperor card. Here we have the Sun card, the Three of Wands, the Six of Wands, and also the Five of Wands. So this is the Empress card. I definitely see somebody's creativity has grown. As you're moving into abundance and prosperity. We also have the Emperor card, where I definitely see where someone is starting to add more structure to and more stability to your water, like to your emotions, right? And, so when those pesky little demons come up of fear, doubt, someone said or did something and I didn't feel as smart, or I didn't feel as worthy or balanced out, it doesn't cause your temper to, you to project that same maybe condescending or whatever onto somebody else and like repay word for word. You're not stepping down off of your throne. You're carefully vetting your thoughts and staying locked in and laser focused. I'm seeing things from a higher frequency, right? Definitely I see somebody here. We have the 6 and 3 of Wands. I definitely see somebody saying you're out of a long and arduous journey, but of course there's that temptation to pull you back into something that could cause you frustration, right? Here we also have the Sun card. This is you operating in your light. You operating in your sunlight. So there's some things that I definitely see you being proud of not being reactive, but more like being responsive, not being impulsive and kind of jumping to conclusions. Like when somebody tries to be condescending or talk down to you or belittling in any kind of way, I definitely see you saying, I'm not stepping down off of my throne. Like that, don't even need to dignify that with a response and just moving forward. All right, Pisces. So let's see what else we got going on here. I'm going to give you the questions for the moon in Pisces for those of you all who like the questions. So, yeah. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see what else we have going on here. Here we have the Four of Swords. Here we have the Goddess card. Here we also have the Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Page of Wands, and also the Nine of Swords. The Four of Swords, right? So it definitely wants you to get your rest. You went through a rite of passage. Here we have the two and four of swords. So it's definitely wants you to get a, rite of passage here because you've already gone through a nightmare. So you've already decided I'm moving on from the disappointment. So remember, keep in mind, while you're sleeping, you could have some real intense nightmares about some stuff in the past that other people could be picking up as well. Some other people can be picking up as well. So as you're going through a range of emotions, the Empress card came out twice. Sources said we're going to put these both here. Came out twice. Two situations in particular you feel like you've grown from. You feel like, okay, I've grown. I'm not holding on to that toxic emotions. I need to move on from that type of energy because I'm not stepping down off of my throne. See this crab right here? You said I put my antennas out there, and those feelers, crab is attached to Cancer. And we're not talking about any cancers that you know. I put those feelers out there, and I know where I may have wasted my time versus investing my time, like a wealth. Like I've been in spaces where people were condescending. They didn't respect me. That's you, Pisces. And I'm not going back to those spaces. So Source said, I'm cooking up something really nice for you. I'm cooking up something really, really nice for you and somebody else. Like I said, the Lover's card comes out. The Lover's card is coming out, and here we have the Six of Wands here and also the Six of Wands there. You are back in the saddle. They are back in the saddle. And Source is saying, look, hey, take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Here we have the Six of Wands again, right? So y'all are just slaying your demons left and right. Whoever it is saying whoever it is in business and or in love. So Source wants you to stay focused. Like really, really get yourself together. Like really stay focused. Because you're taking a leap of faith, they're taking a leap of faith. I see a lot of traveling in the cards here. You now know what your purpose is. That's important. Very, very important to just know what your purpose is. Here we have the Judgment card. Yes, you and somebody else have gone through a lot of judgment. A lot of judgment. But here you are. Here you are. And that judgment right there could have been felt very, very, very toxic, right? So some definite judgment is coming down on some energies that harshly judged you, right? You learn how to save yourself from those types of energies. Let me put these over here. You've definitely learned how to save yourself, be your own knight in shining armor with those energies. So, yeah. And guess what it's leading you towards? Financial independence and a lot of wealth. Financial independence and a lot of wealth. So, whereas people may have judged you, here we have the Page of Cups. Somebody may have a new love in their lives. It could be a little younger than you are. Whether it's a man or woman, doesn't really matter. But, you learn how to save yourself. And so some good news is coming across your path. And we also have the King of Swords. King of Swords came out twice. So you in another energy, very, very wise. Coming through some past relationships. Definitely gained some wisdom there. So let's see what we got. Let's see what else we got. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see what else we got going on here. All right, yeah, so you and somebody are taking a leap of faith, and I definitely see some traveling going on. I definitely see people on the beach. Definitely people on the beach. moving forward, having a good time, living your best life. Here we also have the Nine of Swords after coming out of a nightmare and actually feeling like, feeling like you were just self-sabotaging. That's what it looks like. Somebody felt like they were sabotaging themselves. So it looks like, somebody is definitely not coming together for you with you for financial reasons at all. They got their own wealth, right? So that knocks a whole lot of stuff off. Like if case somebody feel like, okay, I got my money and I wonder if somebody is with me for my wealth, right? Here we have the Eight of Swords came out here. We're going to add all this up in just a second. The Eight of Swords. We also have the Page and Six of Swords here. So we're going to add all of that up. And then also the Nine of Swords. And then also the Hierophant card came out twice. It looks like you and somebody really, like I said, got that structure together, feeling free, from the past and feeling a lot more versatile moving forward. Let's add up all of this thinking here. Let's add it up and just see if we can come down to a single digit or maybe a double digit here with all of this overthinking going on. So we have the King of Pentacles twice, right? So you and your person have come to drawn this conclusion that you're wise and both very, very intelligent, whether it's in business and or in love. You are definitely carefully vetting your thoughts, right? And you're staying locked in and laser focused, right? So let's look at the numbers here that we have here. So we have 2 and 4 is 6, right? And 6 obviously is 12. 6 and 6 is 12, right? We also have plus 8 is 20, right? 2 and 0 is 2. Plus 9, right, is 11. And so plus 9. So Source is saying to you, when I look at your cards here, you all were born to inspire. You are born to inspire. You've already gone through enough harsh judgment in the past. People who jump to conclusions and maybe not assume that you were smart enough, both in your personal and your professional life. And so that's what you're committed to not doing to the other energy in business and or in love. So whoever, like I said, this Lover's card is coming out a lot in readings. And again, so if you don't desire to have a love relationship, this is you going into business with some energies that's not belittling you, not talking down to you, not treating like you don't know certain things, Pisces. So that's not something you have to worry about. Not that you would have had to worry about it anyway, but it does make it a lot easier when you're in business with energies that treat you like you are the powerful intellectual energy that you are. All right, so here are the questions for the moon in Pisces, right? So it's because it brings the waves of emotions and feelings that we often really can't even articulate, right? And so you could be triggered by a lot of things. So here are the questions for you. For those of you who like to write them down. First question is, could you keep opening up and breaking through the walls of protection and defense to heal your deepest wounds with love? Second question is, could you immerse yourself in gentleness and compassion in order to receive and channel true love? The third question is, could you become more connected to the universal unconditional love? Fourth question is, can you create healthy boundaries so that you don't take on others' energy? And then last but not least is, do you clean and replenish your energy daily, right? So the answer probably is yes. Let's see what else, and the answer is yes, because you're a water sign. So just like you would take a bath or a shower on a regular basis, or shampoo your hair, or, wash your hands or your feet, whatever, I see you drinking more water. I see you flushing those toxins out of your body. So let's see. Your ex wants to return. Lord have mercy. Okay. Yeah. Again, I'm talking to you if you have Pisces anywhere in your birth chart. Hopefully somebody's not letting their ex return. Hopefully you're not ex-friend, ex-love interest, ex-colleague who burned you, ex-whomever. Because ex is not just a romantic interest. Ex could be anybody. It could be an ex-family member you don't talk to anymore. It could be, who belittled you or talked down to you. It could be somebody who could be going through the same people talking down to them, and then now having some kind of an awakening that's saying, okay, I didn't realize I talked down or hurt Pisces like that. So anyway, here we have ribbons. 33. For it lives in the silk of my binding, the knots in my truth, the eye of becoming, the witness swallowed in stillness. Yeah, the witness swallowed in stillness. So, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yep, wow, wow, wow. So yeah, something definitely, somebody needs to do a cord cutting ceremony to move on. Here we have intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. So how liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed, right? Intuition. Yep, intuition. Start listening to your intuition, right? Because again, when I look at your cards and when you're in, first conversations with energy, especially since somebody going into business and or love situation, and you're feeling free, and you're from two other situations, you're feeling free, and you are feeling a lot more versatility at this point. I feel like looking at the cards to listen to your intuition, like ask more questions, in this case right here, even if it takes a minute for you to process your thoughts after you've listened and talked to people, and you come back and say, oh, something you said just kind of sort of spark some kind of a question. Could you mind if we go back to talking about X, Y, and Z? The sooner you bring some things up, you have a guardian angel. The sooner you bring things up, the sooner you can get your questions answered. Because again, people know that you're thinking. Like, you just not letting it just go until you get overwhelmed and frustrated. So, but yeah, somebody's ex wants them back, and all I can say is, child, an X is an X for a reason. X whomever. They excommunicating themselves right out of your universe. Here we have 27. I am expressive. Your mind is wide open, and you are tolerant, and you're compassionate towards all the ways of life. You value freedom of expression, and you want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. 27. 2 and 7 is 9. Yes, 9 is the death rebirth number. So source is saying you're breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. Close it out. Don't leave that chain dangling. Close out that cycle so you can keep on focusing on breaking cycles, chains, and curses. You and whomever else. But like I said, you and somebody feel free and more versatile to kind of sort of move however you want to move in business, and also possibly in love. So get away from those energies that were committed to believing the worst about you, and you know and energies want to, like I said, want to judge you on, not being smart enough, or not making the best decisions, or trying to compare you to somebody else who they feel like have more degrees or more this and more that. Hey, take yourself out of the running. For real, take yourself out of the running and say, hey, look, I need to move on with my life, because you are highly intellectual. Somebody is just an overthinker. You give over thought to, you overgive thought to things that have hurt you in the past, instead of saying, I needed to move on faster, keeping you in your feelings. And so this is the moon in Pisces. Flush all of that stuff out, and so you can move on for real. So you can move on for a much, much, much better life. Here are the questions for the moon in Pisces. First question is, could you keep opening up and breaking through the walls of protection and defense to heal your deepest wounds? The second question is, could you immerse yourself in gentleness and compassion in order to receive and channel true love? Third question is, could you become more connected to the universal unconditional love? Fourth question is, can you create healthy boundaries so that you don't take on others' energy? And then last but not least is, do you clean and replenish your energy daily? Yep. Do you clean and replenish your energy daily? That's very, very important, Pisces, really, because again, flush it out. Flush it out. If you make it a practice every single day, when you settle down, even if you're exhausted, to just turn on chakra cleansing music or just water sounds in the background, it's going to make all the difference in the world. And throughout the day, drinking your water, because the overthinking right here can cause somebody to go into a zombified state from being spiritually dehydrated. And all it takes is being around toxic energies that cause you to go into escapism, where now you want to feel like you want to, take some kind of, anything that's going to cause you to escape, whether it's food, alcohol, whatever. And sources say, no, I don't want you to go through all of that. Start asking more questions. Even when they come up, start, communicating more. That's what I have for you. I will see you all on Motivational Monday. Bye.